So we're here in Tucson at the Days KOA, and we're just coming into the entrance here. Off to the right, you can see the office and kind of the activity center. Apparently they've got a restaurant in there. There's some swimming pools out back. But let's just take a little bit of a spin around and see. This is a pretty good sized RV park. And you can see these interesting structures. And you can park your RV underneath there, and then they've got solar panels up on top, and so that's kind of cool. Any idea how many RV spots they've got in this area?
I don't, but we'll have to pay attention and watch what they are. I like the park because there's so many options. Of course there's tent camping, but there's so many options as far as you can be underneath one of the awning things, whatever you want to call them. They have ones with fire pits and tables, bigger areas, one with little pieces of grass. Other ones, the regular ones with places to park with a cement pad with
straight
table
ahead,
and chairs.
you can see a little dog park, and there are some spots that actually have like little enclosures for your dog. And it's kind of interesting because we see a lot of variety in types of RVs here. You've got a lot of big Class A's, and you've got travel trailers. We see a few B vans, but like Sherry said, there's a lot of variety. You can see right here, there's a little bit of a play area.
It's hard to find family-friendly places in Tucson. A lot of them are more 55 and older communities. And we've stayed in those, and they're very nice. But when our grandchildren want to come visit us, it's very difficult.
So as we mentioned before, we are here at the Tucson Lazy Days KOA Resort. And as a KOA resort, you have a few more facilities, a few more things to do than you would if it was a KOA journey. And this is a pretty big resort. There are approximately 390 campsites. They're pretty evenly split between pull-throughs and back-in sites. There are 12 cabins as well as a few tent sites also. There is quite a bit to do here. And some of the things that we have seen, there are pickleball courts. There are 2 different swimming areas that have a swimming pool and a hot tub. There's a restaurant on site. We did not eat there. Don't even know if it's open all the time, but I think during the summer it would be. There are several places where there are both showers and laundry facilities and bathrooms. The laundry is open 24 hours a day, so you can go there any time of the day if you need to do your laundry. Quite a few different things to do game-wise. There are horseshoes. There is a game room for doing board games and card games and things like that. There is a basketball court, so you could do that. There's a pool table. There is a small library. They call it the mini library. And it's not very well stocked, but if you were bored, you could find something to do there. There is a workout room, and they have some cardio, some treadmills and stationary bikes and some weight machines. They have bike rentals, so you can rent these little tandem or single bikes and pedal around. And I guess you could also rent golf carts. There is a nature pond, and we saw some ducks and some other birds. There was a horseshoe pit. They have 4 different areas where you can take your dogs to let them run off leash. and at least one of them is pretty large, pretty natural. It was pretty nice. So if you've got a dog, that would be a really good thing. Okay, so let's talk about our likes and dislikes.
Okay, I'll start. Our spot where we're at right here, we don't get as much noise as you may in other spots. Generally, with your neighbors and everything, it's been fairly quiet.
Yeah, I think really no complaints at all.
Yeah.
Our site was plenty big,
And
level.
we're not in a more expensive one.
We're just in a standard site,
Yeah.
50 amp full hookups. So that was good. A big variety of sites.
Yeah. You can choose what you want, and that's kind of nice.
Yeah, you can, if you have a dog, you can have a little dog run. You can have some that have a patio or grass. We don't have any of that because
Or a fire pit.
we didn't care.
We knew we wouldn't be around that much,
Right,
so
let's
we
just
didn't.
let's just do the most cost effective, and that was good.
Full hookups,
Yeah,
of course.
yep. Pretty big site. A lot to do.
Easy to get to. It's right off the freeway.
Yeah. So, you know, let's talk about some of the dislikes.
Okay. I will talk about the noise again. Depending on where you're at, this is a pretty big site. You could get a little more noise. We're right by the Air Force Base, so during the day you can hear some of that. Maybe on the other side you might get more road noise.
Right. Yeah, I think really the airplanes going over the jets was a little bit not terrible.
No.
What were some of the other dislikes?
The hot tub was not much bigger than this table.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty tight. Went over there yesterday and sat in the hot tub, and there were like 6 people there, and we were like bumping knees kind of thing.
It's pretty small.
Yeah.
The pool's fine.
Yeah, the pools are okay.
Yeah.
But the hot tubs are
A little
lacking.
small.
Yeah, I think the only other real thing that I can think about is the gate situation. They closed the one gate. They've got 2 different entrances. They closed the one gate at 5 p.m. What the heck is with that? Then the other gate, they closed the gates at 8 p.m. and sometimes they have somebody sitting there and they'll open the gate for you. Sometimes you'll have to call in. What the heck? What's with that?
You know, it's a little early. Yeah. And both the times when we were after the 8 o'clock, it was the weekend. So
Yeah, somebody was there and they opened it up, so it wasn't a problem, but
they do warn you, and they have a number for you to call, and then they'll open the gate.
it seems a little excessive.
Be a little crazy.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Would we come here again?
I would.
I would too. When we came to Tucson before, we've stayed at like 55 and older resorts.
And we loved them, but we have a son and his family that live down here, and when you're in a 55 and older community, they aren't real happy with kids coming all that often, and they can't get in the pool.
Right.
And so they were able to get in the pool here.
Yeah, we had Kenneth through yesterday, and we went over to the pool and hot tub and hung around, and he had a good time, and we couldn't do that at the other place. Although their facilities are nicer.
Yeah, the facilities were nicer.
Yeah. But I think you're right. I would come back here. You know, we probably will at some point. Anyway. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us.
And we'll see you on the road.